2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Nike.
Welcome to Game 1 of the NBA season, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Legend Smith.
Man, it's been a long summer.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. We have been waiting for this day for a long time. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. And for Cleveland, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. Well, guys, let's take a minute to talk about Derrick Rose, who we'll be watching here tonight. No longer, I guess, the MVP threat he once was, but what would you say qualifies as a good season for D. Rose?
Well, for me, he's creeping his scoring average back to about 20. But I think overall, it's just health. It doesn't matter if he scores 20 points, gets 10 assists, and if he's not healthy, then that's not a good season. Am I boring you, Ernie?
Yeah, beyond what you can even comprehend.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Well, I think if he plays the majority of games this season, it'll be a success. And I think if he's shooting less but still having an impact, they can always be successful.
That'll do it for us here. Thanks for tuning in.
We come to you tonight from the shores of Lake Erie as the streets of downtown Cleveland, Ohio are alive with activity. This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. We've got the Boston Celtics facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, Kevin, LeBron James does not mind being a vocal leader. He said conflict was just part of the game for me growing up. I played outdoors, and if you didn't win, you might not play again for the rest of the day. Now I'm the leader of this team, and I expect nothing less than greatness out of all of us. I'm going to hold everyone accountable, including myself. Kevin?
And that's so great to hear, D.A. LeBron is a proven leader and champion, as we all know, expects to contend for a championship every year.
And the talk all night is going to be about the trade and the players involved, with IT and Kyrie right at the heart of things. Strange to see two teams that met in the conference finals ultimately end up making a trade this big. A lot on the line whenever these teams match up in the Eastern Conference.
It'll be the Celtics off the tip. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Irving and Brown pair at the 1 and the 2. Hayward out there with Tatum, and it's Horford in at the center filling out the middle. Brown. Jay Crowder pulls it in.
And I feel like it'll be a long time before we can say who won the trade. Both teams seem to change, but in a lot of ways stay the same in terms of power. Clearly the two favorites in the East on paper.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. They set the screen. Here's Irving. Shot clock at 5. Horford sets a screen for Irving. Off the pick. And that one goes long.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Great open look there. Love's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
LBJ terrific when it comes to moving the ball. He has a strong sense for when his teammates are open and then when to deliver.
Picked by Horford. Here's Hayward. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
Rose kicks to James. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Okay, you could try to get LeBron away from the basket, but when he's close to the basket, that's what happens.
Now here's Irving. To the inside, stolen by Wade. It's LeBron with the drive. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
It's just not easy to contain or control LeBron James. A nightmare when trying to stop him, especially on the drive.
And I'm just not sure the league has ever seen a more intimidating slasher than LeBron James. A 6'8" bullet train. He's so strong, so quick, and if he gets a shoulder on you, watch out.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. And LeBron always feels like he can get past his man. It's that next level of the D he focuses on.
And if I'm the help, I play him for the pass. I don't want to be in that poster. Maybe the most devastating finisher in league history.
Both free throws good from James.
I think about LeBron James, and it's not about the job, it's how you do the job. And he's been a professional every season that he's been in the association.
Now here's Brown. Tatum kicks to Hayward. Over James. Here's Horford. The shot, no good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way.
And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
Love with the screen on Brown. Wade against Brown. And another miss by Cleveland. Celtics trail by 7. Irving kicks to Brown. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Brown's got his first basket.
The point guard that has floor awareness has the advantage. This time it's Kyrie Irving's.
Wade drives in and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start. And you look at all the accomplishments, all the great moments from Wade's career. No doubt he is going to the Hall as soon as he's eligible. One of the greatest 2 guards to ever play.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one falls for Wade. And it's shocking when you look at the numbers that Wade has had over the years. He never won an MVP award. Certainly, Greg played like an MVP in some of his seasons.
But the rest of the accolades are there for D. Wade. All the trips to the All-Star game, the first team, all defense, the all-NBA teams. But most important to him and his legacy are the 3 NBA titles.
Now, Crowder following Al Horford's three-point attempt. LeBron with a screen on Brown. For the 3. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, a little surprised he missed that one so badly. The defense was nowhere to be found.
Irving against Rose. Unloads from 13. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Horford's got his first 2 points of the night.
Even when the defense puts a hand in his face, Horford's focused enough to knock down a basket.
Rose kicks to Love. He dishes it to LeBron. Wade outside. Shoots over Brown. And another miss by Cleveland.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
Right side, Irving fires the 3. Jay Crowder with the rebound. Crowder's got his 3rd rebound on the night. LeBron against Hayward. There's the pick. Outside Crowder. Over Tatum. And that one comes up a bit short. Celtics trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Hayward, stolen by Wade. And here we go. Fast break. Wade's got it.
As soon as Dwayne Wade sees that chance to drive, he's going to put his foot on the gas pedal, runs right into the teeth of the defense.
You know, so many people were surprised at the Kyrie Irving trade, but throughout the decades, Boston's been unafraid to pull the trigger. I mean, they moved up to number 2 to draft the great Bill Russell, moving back to number 3 to draft McHale, add Parrish, assembling the big 3 for a championship, then dismantling that big 3 for all those unprotected picks. This is an organization that stops at nothing to try and win titles.
First free throw is good.
Wade is a very consistent performer from the foul line. This is why you always avoid fouling him if you can.
Both free throws good from Wade. Celtics trail by 8. Irving dishes to Hayward. Picked by Horford. Baseline jumper. He goes up again, and the layup is up and in. Horford's got his second basket of the night.
You have got to box out Horford on the glass, given his size and his strength. Nice persistence by him to grab the rebound.
Now here's Rose over Irving, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Rose has got his second bucket of the game to go.
You know, thinking about Kyrie's legacy here in Boston, this is a town that cares only about championships. That's how his contribution is going to be measured. And only time will tell if he can walk in the shoes of the greatest players to ever put on a Celtics uniform.
Here's LeBron following the bucket by the Celtics. The rebound by the Celtics. Horford's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Irving attacking. Irving double team. So it's the Cavaliers now. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Crowder the pass to LeBron. Wade a screen on Horford. They set the pick. LeBron kicks to Rose. Here's Wade. Good work defensively by Horford.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Brown outside. He kicks to Irving. Pass to Hayward. Back to Irving. 6 on the shot clock. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
How about the body control that time of Kyrie Irving? Absorbs the contact, stays focused, not going to be denied down there.
And with all the talk about Kyrie coming to Boston, you still have to figure how he'll fit in to the team. Has this year and next left on his contract, player option after that. But with his scoring and shooting, should make this offense even more potent.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Love. Green comes in for Crowder. And Smith subbed in for Dwayne Wade. And that one falls for Irving.
And when you put a player of Kyrie's ability into this Boston system, you have to expect good things. Irving does so much for himself and others. The longer he plays with the team, I think the more comfortable he'll become.
Now here's James. No one near Smith as he lets it go. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Well, that's what Smith does best, a long-range specialist who loves to square up from outside the three-point line.
Irving attacking, so the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
While some are still speculating as to why Kyrie wanted out, the reality is, and it's this case with all great players, he feels like he's good enough to be the man on a team that can contend for a championship. And you might question how he went about it, but he's basically been a pro in his approach, and now he's got the chance.
First one falls for him.
And there is going to be a lot of discussion over Irving's decision to want out for a long time. And what he does the next few years may end up defining his legacy. He is all in on himself, and it could pay off huge or fizzle out.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And it's Rose penetrating. Great D that time from Irving.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Morris a screen. Horford kicks to Morris. Right side Irving. Nailed from three-point land. Irving's got 8 points.
You don't want to give Kyrie too much space. An inch, that might be too much.
Rose kicks to Green. The screen from Thompson. Dishes it to Rose. Lets it go from 14. Rose can't get that one to fall. Boston trailing. Irving kicks to Baines. Horford against Green. The dish now to Smart. Passes it to Irving. Nice ball movement by Boston. Horford no luck. Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Outside Rose. Outside Green. Back to Thompson. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Celtics have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Smart kicks to Irving. Over Rhodes. Irving misses. Irving's gone 2 for 5, shooting 40% from the field here. And here's Rose. The screen from Thompson. Rose gets to Corbin. He feeds it to Smith. To stop the drought. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here, matched up against Cleveland, is how they'll kick off the new season.
And this is a team they battled in the conference finals last season. Coming up short.
Now, here's Irving. 8 points for him.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Smith kicks to Rose. Pass to Green. The feed to Korver. Irving against Rose. Smith outside. Here's Korver for 3. Offensive rebound. Thompson dishes to Rose. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 6 points for Rose.
And great elevation on that shot from Rose. When his jumper is falling, he becomes a nightmare to defend.
Morris a screen. There's the screen. Feeds it to Baines. Over Thompson. Boston. No good that time either.
Perfect defense. Contesting without fouling. Exactly what you want to do, especially deep into the paint.
Here's Rose. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. Now it's a 5-point Cleveland lead. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Morris inside. He's against Smith. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. J.R. Smith picks one up.
Yeah, and of course, Marcus with a twin brother, Markieff, went to college together, played in the pros together. You'll have a hard time finding a closer pair of siblings.
That free throw, no good. And when Marcus Morris gets a defender in a one-on-one situation, Greg, he feels the most at home.
And part of that might be from going up against his twin brother all the time when they were young. Marcus Morris has a great knack to find a shot he likes. Terrific with his mid-range.
Rozier, he's checked in for Irving. That's off as well, so he misses both. Cleveland leading by 5. Korver gets a wide-open look. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Korver's got his first 2 points.
And doing their best to maximize possessions, just staying focused with this lead.
Well, it isn't much, but they've been able to capture some of the momentum of this game and increase their advantage.
They set the pick. Shot from free throw range. No good. In and out, off the rim.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still, there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot.
Now, here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Rose. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Oh, great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, most analytics will tell you that the mid-range jumper is not an efficient shot, but you see how effective with guys like that it can be.
Korver with it. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cavaliers ahead. Finishing the quarter on a tremendous 8-0 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and preparation he brings into every game.
Go back and I'm able to, read the scouting report, and also when I get to the arena, I also watch more film on each and every guy that's going to be playing. Guys that I know I may be, matched up against, throughout the night. So I'm not surprised by anything if it happens throughout the game. So it's a lot of preparation that goes in, to just one game, just trying to get one win, but that's what it takes in the NBA.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't, but he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Green. Kyle Korver is out there with Rose. And it's Smith, and it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. And those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. And there are times when you can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time, getting maximum results from every one of his players.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
Pick by Horford. Morris passes to Horford, and it's good for 2. Horford's got 11 points.
Well, anytime he gets it down low, that's where he's going to feast. That's his bread and butter.
To the inside, Smith. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Smith's got the lead up to 11 now for the Cavs.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Smart. Rebounded by Korver.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Kicks it to Rose. Always a fun topic. If you could start a franchise with one guy, who would that be? And a big part of that debate, proven veteran versus young guy with massive upside.
How long's my contract as general manager, Kevin?
Let's say it's a 4-year deal right now.
Okay, I'm going to take the young guy with massive upside.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because if that pans out, my job's going to be 8 years with an extension, and you're hired.
Good, and guaranteed money.
And I'll find the veterans, Kevin, this is an honest point, that want to play with somebody like that. A young player that's drawing that much attention is going to make their jobs easier, and they're probably specialists in what they do, having been in the league that long. So the upside, I'll go with that.
Here's Thompson. Marcus Smart picking up that last basket. Double team on Rose. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Cavaliers.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Kevin Love comes in for J.R. Smith. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Kyle Korver. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats for Love. Coming off a terrific season, 8th in rebounding, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason.
Take a break.
He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. First one falls for him. And, Brett, when you watch Tristan Thompson pursue offensive rebounds, he's constantly battling for position inside.
Well, he toes the line a lot with what he can get away with, but more and more the experience on the court and who it is that he's playing against does a great job of predicting where shots are coming off, finding angles on the inside, and being in great position to make easy scores.
He doesn't get the second one.
Tristan Thompson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. So to do that, you can't be afraid to throw your weight around.
Now here's Brown. Steps back and fires. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Rose kicks to Thompson. Here's Love. That's tipped. 3-pointer. Hayward. No good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. The pass to LeBron. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
Well, with a body like that, LeBron James can be as physical as he wants to be and just dare you into making contact.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That one is off. And LeBron James has openly stated very publicly, especially last year in the finals, he is chasing Michael Jordan. He wants to be the best ever.
And at this point, he might be top 2. Jordan with 6 titles. Hard to see LeBron surpassing that. But just to be in the conversation with the GOAT is an achievement in and of itself.
Celtics trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first.
The Cavs just have ruled the Eastern Conference since LeBron returned home to Cleveland back in 2014. Still, the field seems to be tightening up just a bit. Last year, the Boston Celtics overtook them for the #1 seed. And there's some contenders emerging out here.
Now here's Hayward. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rozier. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Cavaliers leading by 11. And Brent, you think about some of the star players that have changed hands and will change hands. Which teams do you think are just a move away from giving the Cavs a run for their money in the East?
Well, the conversation starts in the Northeast with the Boston Celtics, who ended up last year with the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference, slipping past Cleveland late in the year. And the other one I might look at is what the Washington Wizards are able to do if they can add something to the Bradley Beal-John Wall combination, a third option that can play with some dynamic post play and perimeter scoring. That makes them extremely dangerous.
And James gets it to go.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Hayward on the wing. He dishes it to Baines. They need this one, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And Gordon Hayward has increased his scoring average every season he's been in the league, and couple that last year also a career high in offensive efficiency. The guy is just a budding superstar.
Two.
First free throw is good. And Gordon Hayward has worked on his strength, but also his balance, adding boxing, Greg, as you were talking about, to his off-season training.
Yeah, great point. I mean, the strength, the balance, and footwork make him a great slasher. This guy gets in the lane and just has a knack for working himself to the foul line.
And he makes both free throws. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Wade dishes to LeBron. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Yeah, it seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
Irving misses. The Cavaliers have gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. Here's Crowder. And Baines pulls it down.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
He sunk that 3 in the first, but's yet to make another one.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Kyrie Irving third.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
LeBron against Hayward. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 11 points for LeBron.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
With the teardrop in deep, Irving drops it in.
Kyrie shooting that kind of floater right there just makes him so much more devastating as a scorer.
Brown against Wade. He kicks to James. Back to Wade. Takes a 3. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 4 assists now tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. And let's check out stats for James. Great showing for him last season. Last season put up about 26 points a game, 8 assists and 8 rebounds. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
And here is Irving after Dwayne Wade hitting the three. And again, Kyrie Irving. Irving's got 4 points this quarter.
I don't think Kyrie's looking at the first defender. That quickness will get him around and into positions to score.
Wade against Brown. The 15-footer. Wade missing again.
I'm just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Here's Hayward. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
How about that floor awareness there from Tatum? It does a good job of scanning the court and getting the ball to the open man.
Now LeBron, 11 points in the game. Inside, Love. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
And checking out some numbers for Irving. Great showing for him last season. 3rd in free throw percentage, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game. One of the league's premier offensive threats.
And just going back to his free throw efficiency, it's about confidence when you're at the line. You've always said it. He had it. That's how he ended up with the top 3 ranking. Rose kicks to Crowder. He's looking for James and finds him. Pocket 6. Back to Crowder. And here's Rose outside. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 16. And you look at the Cavs coach, Tyronn Lue. Brent, what stands out to you?
Well, he's got confidence. I would tell you, Kevin, I'd have confidence too if that number 23 was suiting up for me every night. But he demands accountability. He demands a respect for the game. And this team has had a tremendous run in the early stages of Ty Lue's coaching career.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Rose passes to James. Outside Rose. Double team on Rose. Kicks it out to James. Love dishes to Wade. Shoots over Brown. And that one comes up a bit short.
And still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
Hayward kicks to Irving. Back to Hayward. There's the screen. Takes a shot at the elbow. And again, it's Boston converting.
Yeah, his shooting has been on target here in the second frame after not being able to get anything going in the first.
Rose kicks to James. Pass to Love. Baines with the block, and he gets it back. The shot's good, and it's 9 points for Kevin Love.
Yeah, it's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Kevin Love, such a versatile offensive player who can pass, who can shoot with range. I like him looking to score inside to get himself going, and that's the way that the offense has tended to go. First quarter seems to belong to Kevin Love.
A different look now for Cleveland. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Crowder. Smith comes in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Corver in for Derrick Rose. And then for Boston, Al Horford, he's checked in for Aaron Baines. Marcus Morris comes in for Tatum. And Smart subbed in for Brown. Good on the bucket. And you can't defend Kevin Love with smaller players. He can take him down on the block.
Well, he can back them up a little bit, Kevin. Then go to either hand. Use the right, use the left, and shoot the jump hook over the top. And then sometimes if he slows himself down, has a great pump fake to draw in the contact.
Shot's good by Green.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
There's a screen. Picked by Horford. And stolen by Love. Smith with it. Now guarded by Smart. The kick out to LeBron. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. 14 points for LeBron.
And I would say look out. Right now, LeBron James is locked in.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Horford up top, guarded by Green. Horford the pass to Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Morris. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And dangerous in that catch-and-shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
Here's LeBron. Count that bucket. LeBron's got 16.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Teron Lou. Coach, what is the focus going to be in the second half?
Just play the right way. Move the ball, share the ball, get stops, and get out and run in transition.
Always leads to good results. Thanks, Teron. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show, brought to you by
And what
Nike.
an amazing performance the hometown fans are witnessing here tonight. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 5 assists, and 1 rebound. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, LeBron is getting mentioned, greatest player of all time. The discussion is becoming more real. Some of it will come down to longevity. The stats that he breaks, the amount of rings that he wins. I played alongside one of the greats in Hakeem Olajuwon. There aren't many guys that I would rather play with, but LeBron might be one of them.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
Well, they got a ton of issues to work out. Allow way too high a percentage to be shot against them. Not really showing any energy on defense. No discipline. Look at their faces, Ernie. Do they even want to be here?
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We'll see you later.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, anything can happen. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
And, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Brown and Hayward out on the perimeter. Horford is out there with Tatum, and it's Irving in at the point guard position. Now here's Crowder looking for his first basket still in this one. Love with the screen for Crowder. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Irving against Rose. Now here's Hayward. Back to Irving. Off target with his 3. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM, and he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way. As important a player as we've ever seen in basketball. And so here's Cleveland following the bucket by the Celtics. Love with the screen on Brown. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got 10 points in the game.
And as we saw there, Dwayne Wade is really one of the most dangerous guys in the league in pick and roll action.
And the Celtics trade for Kyrie Irving, sending shockwave back in August. Never before had a pair of 25-point-per-game scorers swap teams in the offseason. That's what you call a blockbuster.
Many times you don't like that shot selection, but sometimes when you're just feeling it in transition, when no one's on you, great shot there.
Now here is Horford. He's got 11. Bucket is good.
Horford showing some real confidence there. As soon as he gets the ball, he releases it. You could tell right away that one was good.
And no doubt Irving and IT, both elite offensive weapons. But Irving, 6 inches taller, perhaps more defensive upside, and 3 years younger. The Celtics feel he fits their timeline.
The defender must have felt like he ran into a brick wall right there. Really great screen set to give his teammate the wide open shot.
Tatum dishes to Irving. They set the pick. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Second chance shot, and Horford lays it up and in. He's got 15.
Yeah, can't be frustrated at him tonight. He's doing his job. Like to see his guys step up a little more.
It's a pick by Love. Outside Crowder. Dishes it to LeBron. Back to Crowder. The three. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. 8 points for Jay Crowder.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Brent, you were known for your leaping ability. You won a dunk contest. We all remember it very vividly. During the pre-draft process, did they measure your max vertical?
They did, Kevin. At the Chicago pre-draft camp, you run through a series of tests there. Your conditioning, how your CO2 gets kicked out. They put this mask on you and check your stamina. There's a bunch of doctors in there poking and prodding. I won't go into detail about that.
Thank you.
But they did measure the max vertical during that Chicago pre-draft, and it was about 39-inch vertical leap, so not too bad.
Not too bad at all. The Celtics making a switch here. Rozier's checked in. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Thompson in the corner. Sinks that one from the post. Thompson's got 7 points.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Rozier kicks to Tatum. The dish to Brown. There's a good screen. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Crowder.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
Now here's Hayward. 8 points for him. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
Effective screen set there for the jump shot. That was the key to the play.
The screen from Thompson. Rose kicks to Crowder. James, the pass to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Horford sets a screen for Brown. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. He's got 7.
And you gotta respect how accomplished Brown is down low, destroying whoever is in his way.
Here's the screen. Rose kicks to Crowder. Passes it to LeBron. Over Hayward. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Rozier, the pass to Horford. He feeds it to Brown. Over Wade. And it's Brown that time on the assist by Horford. And it's 9 points for Jaylen Brown. The Cavaliers leading by 18. Here's Wade. 10 points for him. Outside Crowder. There's the feed to LeBron. Back to Crowder. 6 to shoot. Another 3 for Cleveland.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
And here's Hayward. after the three-pointer from Jay Crowder.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
You got to be careful once LeBron breaks the seal of the free throw line. There's a lot of power and a lot of muscle coming at you. Usually it ends up with free throws.
The first one falls.
Well, last season, LeBron very outspoken, saying the Cavs were too top-heavy. The Irving trade has brought them some much-needed depth.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
And you talk about the depth for the Cavs. Crucial when facing a team like the Golden State Warriors. If everything comes together, I think there's a chance their trade with Boston might give them a better shot at winning it all.
Now here's Brown. 9 points in the game so far. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Horford's got 3 assists tonight.
And Horford really showing off his slick passing with that dime.
Hayward against LeBron. Outside Rose. And Wade now top of the key. James against Brown. And it's James missing.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there. And he made him attempt a difficult layup.
In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And the shot goes in. And that's 12 points for Rose.
And such a tough cover off the dribble is Derrick Rose. When he stops short for the pull-up, you're really at his mercy.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Here's Tatum following the score by Derrick Rose. Tatum dishes to Horford. And that one is off. Good D by Thompson. That's a 2 from Crowder. Cleveland the rebound. They shoot again. Thompson misses. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Tatum kicks to Rozier. Pass to Brown. Feeds it to Tatum. Picked by Horford. A different look now for Cleveland. Green comes in for Crowder, and Smith subbed in for Rose. And the Celtics also making a change. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And here's Smart. Picked by Horford. 6 to shoot. Hayward passes to Smart. Boston getting another chance here. Tatum dishes to Smart. Kicks it to Tatum. Back to Smart. Here's the 3. And the call will be against Al Horford. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for James. And a change for the Celtics. Morris is checked in. Cleveland leading by 22. Outside Korver. Green with a screen for Korver. Back to Wade. The pass to Green. Over Morris. And the shot is long. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Here's Rozier looking for his first basket still in this one. And Horford wide open. He shoots. Offensive rebound. Back to Smart. Horford with a screen on Thompson. Hayward outside. And he lays it straight in. Hayward's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And as a wing player, Hayward's just so good at attacking the basket. I think that's a big part of what makes him special. Doesn't take much of an opening for Hayward to make his move.
Now here's Green. 5 points in the game. He dishes it to Smith. And Hayward with the block. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Smart kicks to Rozier. Picked by Horford. 9 feet out. That misses off the backboard.
Yeah, and the effort and anticipation on defense won't show up in the individual stat sheet, but effective.
Yeah, he takes a nice angle on it. He doesn't get the block, but he does get the alter.
Here's Smart after Jeff Green's bucket. Smart passes to Morris. Hayward outside. The putback, and Hayward is right there. Hayward's got 14 points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Korver dishes to Wade. Jacks up a 3, and Jeff Green the bucket on the assist by Wade. That's 10 points for Jeff Green.
As soon as Wade looks up and sees his teammate all alone, simple pass, throws it ahead, uncontested J.
Hayward kicks to Rozier. Picked by Horford. The floater, and he sinks the layup.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the wide open shot from Green. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Smart, and Thompson sends it back.
Well, Thompson lives in the paint, and defensively, occasionally, you're going to get to shots like that.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to Korver. He kicks to Green. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Wade outside. Takes a 3. The shot, no good. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And so it's Cleveland, sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute.
Living like college. Yeah.
Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Pace of play is a big part of tonight, okay? Make sure on the bench when we come back, we lift it. We lift it.
One of the team's great young teachers, Brad Stevens, wanting his guys to control the tempo.
Yeah, and he feels if they push it, if they attack intelligently, it's going to be to their advantage.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. D-Wade out there with Smith, and it's Green in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Now, here's Wade. And it's J.R. Smith getting the 3.
J.R. Smith has a quick release and can shoot it from deep, but that time a nice job off the pass.
Irving kicks to Morris. Back to Irving. Dishes to Horford. From outside the arc, nice shot by Smart.
And that's from beyond, guys, right back at you.
Yeah, that's a nice response there, leaving a voicemail in return from the 3-point line. Looks like we're seeing similar game plans right now.
Now, here is Smith. The screen from Thompson. Love kicks to Wade. Over Irving. And that one hits back iron. Celtics trail by 19. The dish to Smart. Back to Irving. Pass to Morris. He feeds it to Hayward. Morris a screen. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
The Cavaliers leading by 17. Screen by Smith. Hayward against Green. Over Hayward. Green, no luck. For Boston, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Smart passes to Irving. On the wing, Morris. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Now here is Smith. Over in the corner, Green. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Cavaliers lead by 17. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Irving. Here's Horford. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And Al Horford just so versatile. That extends to the defensive end as well. Very mobile, can move his feet with smaller players, and at the same time gives you a presence on the interior.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Crowder, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. LeBron comes in for Green, and it's Rose in for J.R. Smith. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. Even though they're ahead, he said these guys are capable of catching fire. They can score a lot in a little. I don't want to see anybody easing up until the final whistle. Guys?
Hayward can hit. And Horford won't wow you with his athleticism. But Greg, he's still a pretty good shot blocker.
He has great timing, anticipation, and awareness. Don't forget also he's got terrific hands, and you see that with all the steals he racks up.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Wade against Brown. The feed to Irving. Pass to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. Shot clock at 6. Here's Tatum. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
And how about the mindset of Tatum? Even when the D is in his grill, he somehow finds a way to get shots up and over them.
Now here's Wade. Off the pick. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And the Cavaliers lead by 15. Irving with the ball. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
Now, this is the kind of night where Kyrie is scoring efficiently, focusing on taking good quality shots in this one.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 14 points for Jay Crowder.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Horford dishes to Brown. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Love.
2 shots, gentlemen.
And how unique is this situation for the Celtics? I mean, one of the best teams in the league, and yet at the same time, still drafting top picks. The after effects of a trade with the Nets that quite honestly will go down as one of the league's all-time heists.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That one is off. And as the Nets struggle to rebuild without their draft picks, Greg, their losses have been Boston's gain.
Yeah, the rich get richer. I mean, meanwhile, the Celtics sign all-star caliber veterans like Al Horford and
Gordon Hayward on the open market. And it's just rare for a team to have the best record in the conference and land the #1 overall pick.
And he's good on the second.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
There's the pick. Love kicks to Rose, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
And this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
And the Celtics with possession here. 15-point game. Irving against Rose. Now Irving over Rose. That one wide left. Wade outside. Rose kicks to James. Feeds to Crowder. Hayward against James. Shot clock at 6. On its way from Rose for 2. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rose. Celtics trail by 15. Horford with a screen on Rose. Irving kicks to Hayward. Picked by Horford. Shoots from the line. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Here's Wade. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Horford. Brent, the stretch 4. The 3 and D players. Specialties that have emerged over the years. Any other specialties you see becoming a trend?
The one that I see as a trend, Kevin, right now is the redefining of the 5 position. To think about guys like Porzingis, Embiid, Karl Anthony Towns, Anthony Davis, being able to stretch a defense out at the 5 position all the way out to the 3-point line. We're redefining what it means to be a center in the NBA.
I'm sure there are traditional guys that see that and just can't believe what they're watching, huh? Guys out there that big and hitting shots.
Yeah, most of those old guys will take back to the home, Kevin. Just enjoy it while you can.
And this Cavs payroll last season, I mean, the highest in NBA history, with luxury tax penalties in the tens of millions. And we saw some friction as they looked to control salary, and LeBron pushed them to add more talent.
And so he makes both from the line. And the Cavaliers were able to add some key veteran help at the trade deadline.
Yeah, some key contributors they were able to get off of waivers as well. That's how the rich get richer. But with LeBron talking about the team being top-heavy, they needed to add some depth.
Irving, good.
No, right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
Wade kicks to Love. Fades away. Rebound Boston. Hayward's got his 5th rebound in this one. The pass to Irving. Horford with a screen on Wade. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. NBA official, NBA referee, Brent, has to be one of the toughest jobs in the world. There's been a lot of talk about adding an official to the court. Would that make a difference?
You know, I'm thinking, Kevin, that's like asking 4 of my buddies to add a 5th guy to go out and they're all single. That means there's another guy I got to compete with. So maybe we don't have another set of eyes on the NBA game. Lots of physicality, lots of pushing and shoving. You may see more foul calling, which will slow down the tempo and the rhythm of the game. I'm not sure that's the best idea for the league.
So then adding the Secaucus and the extra eyes in New York to look at calls, I think that might take the place of adding the official.
I think the league has done a great job, Kevin, having Secaucus now have the ability to make some of those calls to help speed up what we do with regards to the replay.
Now Tatum following the 3-point attempt by Derrick Rose. Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving.
One made 3 formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Right side Rose. Inside James. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 5 assists in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Crowder, the pass to Wade. Love with the screen on Brown. James in the post. Defended by Hayward, and they double up James. Shot clock at 2, and the shot's good from Crowder.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
Irving dishes to Hayward. It's good from about 19 feet.
And I ask you, what can you do? This guy is a phenomenal decision maker.
Rose kicks to James, and James throws it down.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Celtics trail by 20. Pass to Tatum. So, Brent, less than 0.1% of NBA fans bother to vote for the All-Star game. Do you think the league should devise a different way to choose the players for that big mid-season event?
I'd really like, again, this is an area, Kevin, that the league has done a great job of being a bit progressive with the way they've changed the All-Star balloting. 50% of the vote now going to the fans, 25% to the players, and 25% to the media. It's a way to make sure that guys who are having tremendous seasons are recognized both by their peers and their media rather than the fans getting ahead of some marketing scheme. So this has been addressed.
Perfect.
And Jay Crowder, one of the bigger pieces in the trade that brought him to Cleveland, always seemed to be the odd man out with the revamped roster in Boston. But he's got some strength and length on that wing, also some toughness and depth.
Two.
Free throw good, Crowder.
And for the Cavs, getting Crowder in the deal was a big part of why they went with it. He's helped fill a couple of holes Cleveland had, and he's also on a friendly contract, so he'll be a part of this team down the road.
And both free throws good from Crowder.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And you look back to that Big Three era in Boston, you know, the Celtics have not been shy about aggressively trading to reshape this roster. You know, they've made a rapid rebuild that's really the envy of a lot of teams around our league.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Irving against Rose. Irving double team. It's deflected. Here's Brown. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. And as aggressive as the Celtics have been, Greg, they've also shown patience, haven't they?
Yeah, and in some ways, maybe a victim of their own success. You come out on the winning end of your trades time and again. Other GMs don't want to look bad. They get hesitant, possibly, and don't want to add their name to that list. And of all the facets of his game, LeBron's passing probably my favorite.
Now, here is Irving. Rose against Irving. Rose passes to Love. Kicks it to LeBron. It's a pick by Love. Love with the screen for LeBron. Wade with no one around. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for LeBron.
And he was remarkable. Absolutely destroyed the opposition. Any matchup he had tonight, it felt like he was going to dominate.
He dishes it to Wade. James against Hayward. James in the post. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland moving the ball around. Irving with the steal. Over Rose. Here's Hayward, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Crowder kicks to Wade. Outside Crowder. Rose dishes to James. Just 4 to shoot. And they double him up with LeBron. Over Hayward. And it's LeBron missing. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.